Hey guys, it's Sam with the Blind Life. Welcome back to another episode of Blind Rewind. This time I'm bringing back my couples Q&A series. This was a series of videos I did with my wife Rachel where we sat down and talked about VIP relationship topics. This is episode 2 in the series where we continue our discussion about dating. If you haven't seen episode 1, definitely check it out. I'll have a link in the video description down below, or you could go to the complete couples Q&A playlist. So I hope you enjoy this. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. But let's jump right into episode number 2 of the couples Q&A series.
All I wanna do is grow old with you.
Now, you did tell me before our first date. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember specifically telling you, but I know I did.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we met through a personal ad, which is kind of embarrassing.
Newspaper personal ad.
Newspaper, because we're old. And so this was like in 99.
Yeah.
So you were 23-ish, and I was like 25, so we were both still pretty young. And so we talked on the phone...
Several times.
Yeah,
before.
Long phone conversations. And I don't remember if it was the first, it probably wasn't the first conversation, I don't know. But I remember you said you didn't drive. It might have been when we were making plans for meeting the first time. And you said you didn't drive, and immediately, because apparently I'm a jerk, my thought went to, great, DUI.
Red
He
flag.
got his license taken away for drinking. And that's immediately what I thought. So that's number one. If you're legally blind, if you can't drive because of your vision, just say that, because a lot of people are probably like me and are going to jump to some horrible conclusion as to why you can't drive. Either, I don't know, either because of a DUI or something like that. So just be honest. It's way better. But you told me you didn't drive, and I immediately thought that. But then I asked, well, why don't you drive? And your response was, my eyes aren't so good. Which is a little bit of an understatement.
It's a little vague, too. That was my standard response to a lot of things. Why can't you read the menu? Oh, my eyes don't work so good. Yeah.
So I did know, but I really didn't understand...
Well,
the depth of your vision loss.
We should preface it by saying that my personal ad, I placed the ad in the newspaper, and she responded. The ad was titled "Love is Blind,"
which is not in any way a clue that he was blind.
It's
like
known.
It wasn't "Love me, I'm blind." It was "Love is blind." So whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I knew his eyes weren't so good when we went on our first date, but I didn't really understand how poor his vision was. And in fact, within those first few dates, I let him drive my car more than once.
Yeah. Which
Which now is just terrifying to think about.
Well, you were scared that one time.
Well, that's why you never drove it again. Yeah. He was following the outside edge of the road instead of the middle lane. So it was every time there was a turn lane to turn right, he just would follow it. And it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pull over.
Yeah.
And then...
I think that was the last time I drove.
That was it was the last time you drove my car, that's for sure.
I mean,
unless you drove with somebody else.
No, I mean, and I've pulled the car out of the driveway a couple times, but yeah. And you're still with me?
And I'm still with you.
So, but I probably told you I can meet you somewhere, because that's my normal MO for dating, was meeting the person there. And I think you were like, no, I'll come pick you up. It's no problem.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
wouldn't have thought that was a big deal.
Yeah.
To come pick you up.
So, yeah, so she picked me up and we went out, and the first date went fine. I never had issues going out, and what
yeah, you were comfortable with me, I feel like, right away. Plus, we had talked a lot. I mean, we'd hit it off on the phone and everything. But I remember, we went to TGI Fridays, which is no longer there, down there. And I do remember you were still in that mode of look at the menu and then put it away. Look at the menu and then, okay, no one's looking at me, look at the menu, and it's like, Jesus, you're never going to decide on what you want, because their menu's really thick. There's a lot of pages and stuff. But, yeah, other than that, I don't remember really noticing your vision.
No.
During the first date or anything. The menu was probably the only thing. And other than that, it was a regular day. We got along really well. Mm-hmm. I think I lectured you about tipping.
Yeah,
he was a horrible tipper.
I was a horrible tipper.
and I changed that.
So dating for the most part was relatively easy, I think. Well,
You
what
went
about
to prom, right?
Yeah, I went to both my junior, my senior prom. Well, like I said, I was dating that one girl in high school, so that was fine. It was fun.
Well, and then his senior year of high school, he went to a school for the blind in North Carolina. And that was probably a huge confidence booster.
That was awesome.
Because, a lot of the kids there are completely blind. And he was, like, just barely past legally blind, probably. So,
I could see better
he
than
was,
everybody.
like, big man on campus.
I was the
because he could
coolest
see.
kid. Plus, I was the
And
new
they couldn't
kid.
see how big his head was. So, sorry, blind joke.
So, and I was the new kid, so I was new, and yeah, I was the man at that
Yeah.
high school. It was awesome.
And I'm sure that helped for once you graduated and moved on, that you had that confidence under your belt.
It probably
too.
did. I've never thought about that, but I'm sure it did. Yep. Well, then we dated. We became girlfriend and boyfriend. We started going steady.
Which we never used that term ever. We just were pretty much inseparable after the first date.
Yeah.
Almost. And then we broke up for a little while, then we got back together.
Well, how was it? Do you think? Well, on your side, you say you didn't really notice the vision much. As we were a couple, what was it like being a couple with someone with low vision?
I mean, it's not that much different. And it never, I don't feel like it ever really bothered me. I can honestly say there was never a time that I was like, do I want to date him or not because of his vision? Like, that didn't...
I think
that did never cross my mind. Like, that would be a reason to not date you.
I think at the time I was a smoker.
Yeah, that was a much bigger problem.
That's the thing she had the problem with.
Yeah, that was a much bigger problem.
I quit, though. I haven't smoked in many
Yeah,
years.
he quit a long time ago. We probably wouldn't be together if you hadn't quit smoking.
You think?
I don't know. I think it would have like...
It would have been hard.
It would have been hard because I would have nagged you all the time, and you would have gotten mad because I was nagging, and... Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, were you still smoking when we got engaged? I don't think so.
No, I'd quit by then.
Yeah. Well, I know that I was a little bit nervous about, like, telling my family. And I don't know why. And I don't remember actually having that conversation, but I know I would have at some point. But I remember, like...
You were ashamed of me.
No, it wasn't ashamed of you at all. I don't know. I don't know why, but it was just kind of, like, awkward. Oh, I met a new guy, and... he's blind.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of strange. Probably they just wouldn't have expected that,
Mm. Well, and I'm sure your parents especially want the best for you. Want you to meet a guy, I'm sure, that's got a great job and can provide everything that you're gonna want. And I did not have that.
Which was not because of your. I mean, I guess it's partially because of your vision, but people with low vision do have other kinds of jobs.
Yeah, much better than I did.
He was working in restaurants at the time,
Yeah.
which, I mean, he was working. That's all that really mattered. He was working.
Steady job, yeah.
And
had my own place, was paying my own rent, lived by myself.
Well, you had roommates.
I had roommates. Before that, I lived with myself,
Yeah.
and then got some.
But you
roommates.
were like the responsible one.
Yeah, I paid the bills.
Sorry, Joe, if you see this.
Joe and Mike.
It's not like I felt like I was taking someone on that I was going to be
burden.
responsible for. Yeah. You wipe your own butt.
I wipe my own butt.
So, I mean,